For our community partner, we chose to work with Martin Luther King Jr. K-8 school in North Portland, where many of us have been volunteering and getting to build authentic and enriching relationships with these amazing kids. For our fundraising project, we focused on raising money for King's Field Trip Fund. Research shows how important out-of-school learning can be and how much it can empower and engage young minds. No matter your age, when looking back over your schooling years, you can most likely recall an influential field trip you were able to attend, going to show just how powerful they can be. Unfortunately, these wonderful experiences are usually not free, and this is why we chose to focus on this area as a way to engage the children. As we began planning our fundraiser, we realized with our large group, it may be beneficial to split into smaller groups and focus on different aspects of volunteering. We decided to subdivide into a team doing a fundraiser event through a bake sale, a social media campaign, and finally crafting donation letters to send out to the community. The hope was with all these various projects, we could come together to raise a substantial amount of money for our cause. The largest subdivision was the bake sale, which consisted of several bakers and others who assisted through asking for donations and manning the bake sale table. We set up on PSU's campus, as well as one member offering to bring in baked goods to their workplace. One group member had the idea to plan the sale around Valentine's to get more traffic, so for 2 days we sold baked goods coinciding with the holiday. While we weren't the only bake sale going on at the time, we ended up raising $450 for our cause, which surpassed the goal our community leader gave us. The baking and selling was extremely time-consuming, but it was all worth it in the end. Another option our team chose was support from our places of employment. A team member was comfortable enough to ask for support from his fellow employees. He created a donation period of 1 month, February 1st, 2018 to March 1st, 2018. He asked for a monetary gain of $1 per week for 4 weeks from each employee that volunteered to participate in field trip fundraiser. That would be a total of $4 from each participating employee. That was the maximum amount that our fellow team member was comfortable in asking for. What surprised him was the greater monetary endorsement that some of his fellow employees were doing. One employee donated $20. Overall, the camaraderie that he had with his fellow employees raised a total of $90. Team members' place of employment can be possible donation sites. It is a source that can be utilized in future efforts for the great cause. With recognizing the power that social media can have, we tried to hone in on it by creating a You Caring donation page that was shared through Facebook. This opened our network and allowed us to get the word out about our cause to a larger range of people. By focusing on donations through empowerment of students, we were able to raise $130 off the You Caring donation page. Initially, we thought the You Caring website didn't take a portion of the donations, but through their money transferring partner, they ended up taking $2.75 for each donation transfer, which is a lot when looking at smaller donations of, say, $5. The donation website could have been more successful, but it seemed that just sharing the page wasn't really enough to get the social media friends to donate. Through privately contacting people over social media and contacting friends, we were able to raise a portion of the overall donation goal. One of our project subgroups was asking businesses to provide long-term monetary support towards King School's field trip projects. That has been the most challenging process in our project, because it requires businesses to make monetary commitment decisions, in which may be very difficult to do, especially in society today. Also, we have found it to be difficult to build authentic relationships with businesses in a 10-week period. That's how long our term is. So our team decided to make donor letters. We handed these letters to local businesses, employees, managers, and owners. They received information about King School Field Trip Project, and they could choose to be a part of the cause or they could choose not to. That is what made it difficult. We haven't received any monetary support from any businesses yet. However, we have received contact from a local business, Community Cycling Center, who said they could possibly introduce our project to the Alberta Street Business Association. That is for our successors, as we ran out of time. In the end, we hope that businesses receive and enact on what Martin Luther King once said. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Martin Luther King. Through our project, We have learned many ways that were both positive and negative when it comes to raising money. Putting together something such as our bake sale definitely worked for us, and although it did take a great deal of work, we would suggest it as a path for future classes to take as well. On the other hand, our long-term funding was less successful, but we have found ways in which future groups might be able to turn that around. Our You Caring page has been great for setting up long-term funding, but getting the word out about it has been a struggle. While we did all promote it on our social media, ways that future classes could explore advertising it are taking the story to local news and radio stations to generate publicity. We've also considered trying to give businesses an incentive to donate, such as advertising at school games for different donation amounts. Regardless of which direction future classes choose to take, it's our hope that the work we put in this quarter can be a jumping-off point to create further success and opportunity for the kids at King.